Close your eyes and let yourself settle into complete comfort. Tonight, we're going to explore something extraordinary, something you're experiencing right now, something that's been with you for approximately 1/3 of your entire life, something you're lying on at this very moment. Tonight, we'll discover the surprising, sometimes disturbing, always fascinating history of the mattress. Let your breathing slow and deepen. Feel the surface beneath you, supporting you, holding your weight, conforming to your shape. This object you're resting on right now has a story, a long story. A story that spans thousands of years and involves engineering, chemistry, public health crises, NASA, and the question of why you spend so much money on something you barely think about. The mattress beneath you is sophisticated technology, layers of materials carefully selected. Springs or foam or both, engineered to support your spine, to distribute pressure, to allow air circulation, to remain comfortable for years. Covered in fabric, quilted in specific patterns, treated with fire retardants, designed to specific firmness levels, every element intentional, every component serving a purpose. But it wasn't always this way. For most of human history, sleeping surfaces were simple, crude even, uncomfortable by modern standards, infested with insects, harboring disease, causing pain. The comfortable mattress is a relatively recent invention, a modern luxury, something our ancestors couldn't even imagine. Let your body sink deeper into your mattress. Feel how it gives, slightly under your weight, how it supports you, how it allows certain parts of your body to sink while supporting others. This is engineering. This is materials science. This is the result of centuries of innovation. All so you can sleep comfortably. All so you can rest peacefully. Also, your body can restore itself night after night. The average person spends about 227,760 hours sleeping in their lifetime. That's about 26 years. 26 years spent on a mattress. More time than you'll spend eating. More time than you'll spend exercising. More time than you'll spend on vacation. 1/3 of your existence happens on this surface. And yet, how much do you actually know about it? Most people buy a mattress every 8 to 10 years. Spend anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s. Make the purchase quickly, often uncomfortably, in a showroom where lying down in public feels awkward. Take it home. Use it for years. Never think about it again until it's time to replace it. The mattress becomes invisible, becomes background, becomes something you have rather than something you notice. But tonight, we'll notice it, we'll explore it, we'll understand where it came from, how it's made, why it costs what it costs, what makes a good mattress different from a bad one, what people slept on for thousands of years before springs and foam existed, the journey from stone floors to memory foam, from insect-infested straw to hypoallergenic materials, from back-breaking surfaces to orthopedic support. Breathe in comfort. Breathe out any remaining tension. Let yourself appreciate, just for a moment, the surface supporting you, the engineering beneath you, the history under you. This mattress is the culmination of millennia of humans trying to solve one simple problem: how to sleep comfortably. We still haven't perfected it. No mattress works for everyone. No single design satisfies all bodies, all preferences, all needs. The search continues. The innovation continues. The evolution continues. But we've come remarkably far. From sleeping on dirt and animal skins, to sleeping on precisely engineered surfaces that cost more than some people earn in a month. The story begins, as so many stories do, with discomfort, with problems, with people trying to survive in a world that offered them hard ground and cold nights and no easy answers. Let yourself drift back through time, through the centuries, through the millennia, back to when sleeping was survival, not luxury, when comfort was impossible, when rest was stolen in brief moments between danger and labor and hardship. But you're not there, you're here. You're comfortable, you're safe. You're supported by technology your ancestors couldn't imagine. And tonight, as you learn about that technology, as you understand that history, you can rest in profound gratitude for the simple fact that you live now, in this time, on this mattress, in this comfort. Let the story begin. 10,000 years ago, humans slept on the ground, on dirt, on stone, on whatever surface they happened to be near when exhaustion overtook them. Sleep wasn't comfort, wasn't pleasure, was necessity, a vulnerable state, a dangerous time, something to be endured until morning. In caves, they might arrange stone to create a slightly raised platform, keeping them off the coldest part of the floor, keeping them away from water that might seep in, keeping them slightly safer from insects and rodents. The stones would be selected for relative flatness, arranged carefully. This was luxury, this was engineering, this was the best available. Animal skins provided some softness, some insulation. Fur side up for warmth, the hide creating a barrier between body and stone. Not comfortable by our standards, still cold, still hard, but better than nothing. Substantially better. The difference between survival and death on cold nights. As humans transitioned from hunting and gathering to agriculture, sleeping surfaces improved slightly. Settled life in one location meant you could accumulate materials, could invest in comfort, could create something more than the absolute minimum required for survival. Straw became common, dried grasses, reeds, plant materials piled and loosely contained. This created softness, created insulation, the air pockets between stalks trapped. Warmth kept cold ground at distance, provided cushioning. Not much, but some, enough to matter. Let your body feel supported like ancient peoples finding straw softer than stone. The relief, the relative comfort, the appreciation for small improvements. Each advancement meaning better rest, better recovery, better survival. The ancient Egyptians, around 3000 BCE, created what might be called the first mattresses. Woven palm fronds, arranged in layers, placed on simple wooden frames. This elevated the sleeping surface, put air underneath, improved insulation, kept sleepers away from ground-dwelling insects and scorpions. The wealthy could afford finer materials, linens stuffed with wool or cotton. Soft, relatively clean, relatively comfortable. These were valuable possessions, status symbols, passed down through generations, taken seriously, cared for carefully. The poor made do with palm fronds or straw, or nothing, just the ground, perhaps with a mat. The gap between wealthy and poor was vast, nowhere more visible than in sleeping conditions. The wealthy rested in relative comfort. The poor suffered in hardship, sleep quality indicating social status. Comfort as privilege. Ancient Romans created elaborate sleeping arrangements. The wealthy had feather-filled mattresses, down from geese. Light, soft, luxurious. Placed on wooden bed frames, sometimes with springs or straps underneath, creating suspension, improving comfort, demonstrating wealth. Roman beds were substantial furniture, well-crafted, decorated, important household items. The bed was where you slept, yes, but also where you received visitors while reclining, where you conducted business, where you ate, where you lived much of your indoor life. The bed was central, the mattress essential. But for common Romans, sleeping surfaces were simple, straw sacks, cloth bags filled with dried grasses, placed on simple wooden platforms or directly on floor, scratchy, uncomfortable, harboring insects, creating problems, but available, affordable, adequate for survival, if not comfort. The Roman Empire fell. Europe entered the Middle Ages, a period often called the Dark Ages, and sleeping conditions, for many, got worse. The knowledge and infrastructure of Rome were lost. Trade decreased, manufacturing decreased, comfort decreased. People made do with less, with cruder materials, with harsher conditions. Medieval sleeping arrangements varied enormously by class. Nobility slept on mattresses stuffed with feathers or wool, placed on wooden bed frames with rope or leather suspension. Curtains around the bed creating a private space, keeping out drafts, creating darkness, making sleep possible in noisy, crowded households. The middle class had simpler arrangements, straw mattresses, coarse fabric filled with whatever was available. Hay straw, dried grass, sometimes wool if affordable. The mattresses were called tiks, from the Middle Dutch word teek, meaning case or covering. The tik was the cloth bag. The stuffing determined quality and comfort. Peasants had almost nothing, slept on straw spread on the floor, or on bags of straw if they were fortunate. In one-room houses shared with animals, the body heat of livestock providing some warmth. The smell and insects accepted as unavoidable. Comfort wasn't even aspirational, was unimaginable. Survival was the only goal. Breathe in gratitude for your mattress, for your comfort, for the fact that you don't share sleeping space with livestock, that you don't have to accept insects as unavoidable, that you have choices, that you have comfort, that you have this. The problems with organic stuffing were substantial. Straw compressed over time, became hard and lumpy, needed frequent replacement. Hay and grass attracted mice and rats. They would burrow into mattresses, live there, breed there. Sleepers woke with bites, with infections, with disease. By the 1800s, cities were growing. Industrialization was concentrating people in urban centers. Housing was crowded, sanitation was poor, and bedbugs were everywhere, everywhere. An epidemic, a plague, a source of misery for millions. Bedbugs are small insects. Cimex lectularius, about the size of an apple seed, flat, brownish. They feed on blood, human blood preferably. They hide during the day in cracks and crevices, in mattress seams, in bed frames, in walls, and at night they emerge, crawl onto sleeping humans, bite, feed, return to hiding. The bites are itchy, red, swollen, not dangerous usually but intensely uncomfortable, disturb sleep, cause anxiety, cause embarrassment. The psychological impact is significant, knowing that insects are feeding on you while you sleep, that your bed is infested, that you're helpless. This creates distress, creates suffering beyond the physical bites. In Victorian England, bedbugs were ubiquitous, in tenements, in middle class, homes, in hotels, in hospitals, everywhere. No one was immune. Wealth provided some protection, better furniture, better cleaning, better ability to replace infested items, but didn't prevent infestation. Bedbugs didn't discriminate much. Found everyone, fed on everyone. The problem was the mattresses. The straw and hair and wool and feathers provided perfect habitat. The bugs burrowed deep, laid eggs, multiplied. A few bugs became hundreds, hundreds became thousands. The mattress became colony, became hive, became nightmare. People tried everything: chemicals, turpentine, kerosene, arsenic compounds, poisonous, dangerous, often ineffective. The bugs hid deep in mattress innards. The poisons couldn't reach them, or the poisons made mattresses toxic to humans, created new problems, solved nothing. Boiling water was tried, pouring boiling water over mattresses. This killed bugs, also ruined mattresses, made them sodden and moldy, destroyed stuffing. The cure worse than disease, or equally bad. Different suffering but not less suffering. Freezing was tried. In winter, mattresses dragged outside, left in cold. This worked somewhat, killed some bugs, but not eggs, not bugs hiding deep. The bugs returned. The cycle continued. The only reliable solution was burning. Destroy the mattress completely. Burn it, get new one. But mattresses were expensive. Most people couldn't afford frequent replacement, couldn't afford to burn their beds every time bugs appeared. So they suffered, they endured, they tried to sleep despite the biting, despite the itching. Despite knowing what was happening, let your skin feel clean and unbitten. Feel the absence of insects, the absence of itching, the absence of anything crawling on you. Modern mattresses don't have these problems. Modern life has eliminated this particular suffering. Be grateful for that, for the simple fact that your bed is yours alone, that you don't share it with colonies of feeding insects. Medical professionals became concerned. Bed bugs didn't just cause discomfort, they disrupted sleep. Chronic sleep deprivation caused health problems, physical problems, mental problems. The bedbug epidemic was a public health crisis, was affecting productivity, affecting well-being, affecting society. Reformers called for better housing, better sanitation, better sleeping conditions. This was tied to broader public health movements. To understanding that environment affected health. that poverty created disease, that improving living conditions was moral imperative and practical necessity, but the mattresses remained problem. The technology hadn't changed. Still, straw, hair, feathers. Still organic materials that insects loved. Still, difficult to clean. Still impossible to make bug-proof. The fundamental design was flawed, needed replacement, needed innovation, needed something new. Engineers and inventors began thinking about alternatives. What if mattresses weren't filled with organic materials? What if they were filled with something insects couldn't live in? What if the structure was different, open, breathable, inspectable? The answer that emerged was springs. Metal springs, coiled wire. This was revolutionary. This changed everything. This solved the bedbug problem, or at least dramatically improved. This made modern mattresses possible. This transformed sleeping from insect-infested misery to genuine comfort. But we're not there yet. First, we need to understand springs. Need to understand metal coils. Need to understand the engineering that makes them work. The metallurgy, the manufacturing, the precise specifications. Because springs aren't simple, aren't just wire bent into spirals. Are carefully designed components. Are precision-engineered elements. Are the heart of traditional mattresses. That exploration comes next. The journey from organic fillings to metal springs. From natural materials to manufactured components. From craft to industry. From individual production to mass manufacturing. From expensive luxury items to affordable consumer goods. The transformation that made comfortable sleeping accessible to millions. That democratized rest. That changed what it meant to go to bed. But first, rest in the before. In the understanding of how bad things were, how recent comfort is, how lucky you are. Your mattress is clean, is bug-free, is comfortable. This wasn't true for most of human history. Wasn't true for your ancestors, probably. Is true for you, is true now. Is your reality. Be grateful, let yourself sink deeper. Let the mattress support you more completely. Let awareness of your body's contact with the surface increase. Feel the places where you're supported, where pressure is distributed. Where comfort is achieved. This is engineering, this is science. This is the result of people solving problems, making life better, creating conditions for rest. And you benefit, without effort, without cost beyond initial purchase, just by existing in this time, in this place, in this moment, with this mattress, under you, supporting you, allowing you to rest, allowing sleep to come, allowing restoration to happen. The springs are waiting, the story of metal coils and engineering and innovation. But no rush, no pressure. Time is abundant. Rest is available. Sleep is approaching. Let it come. Let the story continue. Or fade. Let yourself drift. Let consciousness dissolve. Let everything become simple, become soft, become peaceful. The coil spring was invented in the mid-1800s. Not for mattresses initially, for upholstery, for chairs and sofas. But the application to sleeping surfaces was obvious, was inevitable, was transformative. The principle is simple. Steel wire formed into spiral, compressed under weight, springs back when weight removed. The spring stores energy, releases energy, creates support that responds, that adapts, that works with the body rather than against it. But creating good springs requires precision. The wire must be specific gauge. The coil must be specific diameter. The number of turns must be correct. The tempering must be proper. Every variable matters. Each specification affects performance. Poor springs fail quickly, sag, break, create discomfort. Good springs last years, decades even. Maintain support, maintain comfort. Maintain shape. Steel wire starts as rod. Large steel rod drawn through progressively smaller dies. Each pass reduces diameter, increases length. Work hardens the steel, makes it stronger, makes it springier. This drawing process is repeated multiple times. Each pass bringing the wire closer to final dimension, final properties, final capability. For mattress springs, the wire is typically 12 to 15 gauge. Gauge is inversely related to diameter. Lower gauge means thicker wire. 12 gauge is thicker than 15 gauge. Thicker wire creates firmer support, thinner wire creates softer feel. The choice depends on desired firmness, on target customer, on price point. The wire is then formed into coils. This was originally done by hand, skilled workers winding wire around mandrels, creating consistent coils through practice and skill, slow, labor-intensive, expensive, but necessary. The only way available. Modern coiling is automated. Machines feed wire, rotate mandrels, form coils at incredible speed, thousands per hour. Consistent, perfect, identical. The machines are computer-controlled, programmed for specific coil dimensions, can be adjusted for different sizes, different shapes, different specifications. The coils are then tempered, heat-treated. This relieves stress from the forming process, sets the spring, makes it stable, makes it durable. Tempering is carefully controlled. Temperature matters, time matters, cooling, rate matters. Everything affects final properties, affects performance, affects lifespan. Let your breathing be like a spring, compressed slightly on inhale, releasing on exhale, the rhythm consistent, the cycle endless, each breath supporting the next. Each compression creating the release, effortless, automatic, natural. The first inner spring mattress was patented in 1857 in the United States by Samuel Kettner. His design placed coil springs inside mattress ticking, creating support from springs, cushioning from upholstery layers. The combination offering comfort previous mattresses couldn't match. But early inner spring mattresses had problems. The springs could poke through the fabric, could injure sleepers. The metal coils made noise, squeaked with movement, announced every shift of position, privacy invading, sleep disrupting. Annoying beyond measure. The springs also needed protection from moisture. Steel rusts. Mattresses accumulate moisture from sweat, from humid air, from spills. The springs would corrode, would weaken, would fail. The mattress would collapse, would need replacement. The lifespan was short. The investment, poor. Engineers worked on improvements, added more layers of padding between springs and sleeper, separated coils so they wouldn't rub against each other, treated springs with rust-resistant coatings. Each improvement increased cost, increased complexity, but also increased quality, increased durability, increased comfort. Different spring designs emerged. Bonnell springs, hourglass-shaped, wide at top and bottom, narrow in middle. These were connected by helical wires, forming a single unit, a spring unit. This was stable, distributed weight, but also meant the entire unit moved together. Pressing one area affected adjacent areas. Partner movement transferred. Not ideal for couples, not ideal for restless sleepers. Offset springs were developed, barrel-shaped with flat top. These allowed for hinged connection. Better contouring, better independent movement, more expensive but more comfortable. Better for varied body shapes, better for motion isolation. Continuous coil springs emerged later. A single wire formed into many coils, running the length of the mattress, creating very stable structure, very durable, very supportive, but less contouring, less flexibility. Better for people who needed firm support, less good for people who needed cushioning. Pocket springs, also called Marshall coils, were revolutionary. Individual springs wrapped in fabric pockets, each coil independent, each responding only to pressure directly applied to it. Partner movement not transferred, each side of the bed functionally independent. This was luxury, this was premium. This was expensive, but worth it for many. The pocket spring was invented in Canada in 1899 by James Marshall. He was trying to create a better mattress for his wife. She was suffering from back pain. The connected springs didn't provide adequate support, didn't adapt to her body, didn't relieve pressure. So Marshall experimented, wrapped individual springs, created independence, created customization at micro level, each spring doing its own job, responding to its own load, functioning independently while contributing to whole. Manufacturing pocket springs is complex. Each spring must be sewn into its own pocket. The pockets must be aligned, must be attached to each other in precise patterns, must create stable unit while maintaining independence. This is labor-intensive, requires specialized machinery, requires quality control, increases costs significantly. But the performance justifies expense for many consumers. A typical queen mattress contains 600 to 1,000 springs. The exact number depends on coil size, on manufacturer choices. More coils generally means better support, better contouring, but also more cost, more complexity, more manufacturing challenge. The springs are arranged in grid, in rows and columns, precisely placed, precisely spaced. The arrangement affects feel, affects support distribution, affects how mattress performs. Engineers calculate load distribution, model pressure points, optimize spring placement. Every decision is intentional, is based on data, on understanding of biomechanics, on years of accumulated knowledge. The spring unit is then surrounded by foam, by padding, by upholstery layers. These protect the springs, cushion the sleeper, create the surface feel, create the initial comfort layer. The springs provide underlying support, the foam provides surface comfort. Together, they create the sleeping surface, create the mattress, create the experience. Let yourself appreciate the complexity beneath you, the hundreds of springs, each manufactured precisely, each placed deliberately, each contributing to your support. This isn't simple, isn't cheap, isn't easy, but it works. It supports you. It allows rest. It enables sleep. The manufacturing of a spring mattress is industrial ballet. Dozens of steps, specialized machinery, trained workers, quality control at multiple points, millions of dollars in equipment, years of process refinement, all to create object that lets you sleep comfortably. We'll explore that manufacturing next. The detailed process, the machinery, the skills, the time, everything that happens between raw materials and finished mattress. The journey from steel coils and foam, blocks to the surface, supporting you right now. The transformation from components to comfort, from parts to product, from manufacturing to resting. But first, just rest. Just be supported. Just feel the springs working beneath you even though you can't see them, can't access them, can barely tell they're there. They're working anyway, silently, reliably, constantly, doing their job without acknowledgement, without recognition, without need for appreciation, but worthy of it anyway. The spring manufacturing facility is enormous, industrial scale, hundreds of thousands of square feet, rows of machinery, conveyor systems, the sound of metal, the smell of lubricants, the constant motion. This is where steel wire becomes coil, springs, where bulk materials become precisely manufactured components, where engineering becomes reality. Steel wire arrives in massive coils, weighing tons. The wire is uniform, consistent diameter, specific steel alloy. The coils are loaded onto unwinders, machines that feed wire to forming equipment. The wire moves at high speed, 30, 40, 50 coils per minute formed. The machinery is specialized, purpose-built, expensive but efficient. The forming machine has a mandrel, a cylinder. The wire wraps around the mandrel. 1 wrap, 2 wraps, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number of wraps determines spring height, determines compression characteristics. Each coil is identical, exactly the same. The consistency is remarkable, is necessary. Variation would create uneven support, would create defects, would create failures. After forming, the coils are cut. A blade or cutting mechanism separates each finished coil from the continuous wire. The cut must be clean, smooth, burr-free. Sharp edges could tear fabric, could create wear points, could cause premature failure. The cutting tool is maintained carefully, sharpened regularly, replaced when necessary. Precision matters, always the claim. Cut coils move to heat treatment. They're placed in ovens, furnaces, heated to precise temperatures. This tempering relieves stress from forming, sets the spring, makes it durable. The temperature is typically around 400–500 degrees for steel springs. The time varies, depends on wire diameter, on desired properties, on manufacturer specifications. Everything is controlled, everything is measured, everything is documented. After tempering, the coils cool. Slowly. Controlled cooling prevents stress cracks, prevents warping, maintains shape. The cooled coils are then inspected, measured, tested. Compression testing ensures they meet specifications, ensures they'll perform correctly, ensures quality. Defective coils are rejected, recycled, melted down, and reformed. Nothing is wasted. The steel is too valuable, the process too expensive. The accepted coils move to assembly. For Bonnell or offset or continuous coil systems, the coils are connected. Helical wires link them. Border wires frame the unit. This is done on specialized assembly stations. Machines position coils. Workers or robots attach connecting wires. The process is standardized, efficient, fast. A complete spring unit can be assembled in minutes. For pocket coils, the process is different. Each coil is inserted into a fabric pocket. Small bags sewn from non-woven fabric, typically polypropylene or similar synthetic. The fabric is strong, breathable, durable, doesn't degrade, doesn't trap moisture. The coils are inserted by machine, one after another, precisely positioned, precisely oriented. The pocketed coils are then sewn together, row by row. The sewing machines are specialized, industrial, heavy-duty. The thread is strong, the stitches are tight. The result is a sheet of pocketed coils, hundreds of individual springs, all independent, all connected. The sheet is flexible, can be rolled, can be manipulated, but maintains structure, maintains integrity. Multiple sheets can be used, stacked, creating different firmness zones. The center might have firmer coils, the edges softer coils. This creates zoned support, better for different body areas, better for different weights, lumbar support where needed, softer cushioning for shoulders and hips. The zoning is subtle, not obvious, but effective, measurably improving comfort. The spring unit, whether connected coils or pocketed coils, is now complete. But it's not a mattress yet. It's just the support core, the foundation. It needs protection, needs cushioning, needs covering, needs to become something you'd want to sleep on rather than something that would torture you with exposed metal. Foam layers are added. First, a thin layer covering the springs, protecting them, preventing wire feel. This is typically polyurethane foam, 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick, firm, resilient. This layer is glued or sewn to the spring unit, held in place, cannot shift, cannot bunch. Then comfort layers, softer foam, sometimes memory foam, sometimes latex foam, sometimes gel-infused foam, each layer serving specific purpose, each adding to comfort, to pressure relief, to temperature management. The layers vary by model, by price point, by manufacturer's choices. Budget mattresses might have minimal foam. Luxury mattresses might have 6 inches or more, multiple layers, multiple densities, multiple materials. Let your body feel these layers. The surface you're touching, the support beneath, the transition between them, the engineering working invisibly, creating comfort, creating support, creating the sensation that lets you rest without thinking about the surface, without awareness of discomfort, just rest, just peace. The foam is cut precisely. CNC cutting machines, computer-controlled blades, cutting exact shapes, exact dimensions, no waste, no variation, every piece identical. This precision matters, affects how mattress performs, affects how long it lasts, affects everything. After foam layers, the quilted top. This is fabric, usually a blend. Polyester, cotton, sometimes wool or silk for luxury models. The fabric is quilted, stitched in patterns. The stitching isn't just decorative. It holds thin layers of foam or fiber, creates cushioning, creates the surface feel, creates the first thing your body touches. The quilting patterns are designed, engineered, not random. Diamond patterns, wave patterns, box patterns. Each affects how the quilted panel feels, how it distributes pressure, how it wears. Some patterns are better for heavier people, some better for side sleepers, some better for back sleepers. The manufacturer chooses based on target customer, based on desired characteristics, based on years of feedback and testing. The quilted top panel is sewn to the foam layers, to the spring unit, creating the mattress top. Then side panels are attached. These are the vertical walls, usually less elaborate than the top, simpler fabric, sometimes mesh for breathability, sometimes solid fabric with handles for moving the mattress. The side panels complete the enclosure, complete the mattress. Structure. The bottom panel is typically simpler still, thin fabric, non-slip coating, ventilation holes for air exchange. The bottom isn't seen, isn't touched by sleepers, doesn't need to be elaborate, doesn't need to be comfortable, just needs to exist, just needs to complete the enclosure, just needs to keep dust and debris out, just needs to last. The completed mattress is compressed, rolled, or not, depending on model and shipping method. Traditional mattresses stay full size, are difficult to ship, require large trucks, require delivery teams. Bed-in-a-box mattresses are compressed, rolled tightly, fit into boxes, can be shipped via standard carriers, can be carried upstairs by one person. The compression is dramatic. A thick mattress compressed to fraction of its volume. This requires special equipment, precise process. The foam must compress without damage. The springs must tolerate compression without permanent deformation. The compressed mattress is wrapped in plastic, sealed in box, labeled, stacked, shipped. Somewhere, someone has ordered it. Someone is waiting. Someone needs better sleep, needs new mattress, needs this specific product. The mattress travels from factory to warehouse to truck to doorstep. The journey from manufacturing to bedroom, from creation to use, from possibility to reality. And somewhere, that mattress is unboxed. The plastic is cut. The compressed mattress expands. Slowly at first, then rapidly. The foam filling with air. The springs returning to shape. Within hours, it's full size, full thickness. Ready. Ready to support, ready to comfort, ready to enable sleep. The manufacturing journey complete. The purpose ready to be fulfilled. But not all mattresses have springs anymore. Another revolution happened. Another innovation. Another complete transformation of what mattresses could be. This innovation came from space, from NASA, from trying to protect astronauts, from research that accidentally changed how millions of people sleep. This innovation was foam, memory foam, and its story is next. In the 1960s, NASA had a problem. Astronauts experienced extreme forces during launch and landing. G-forces compressed their bodies, created pressure points, caused discomfort, caused pain, sometimes caused injury. NASA needed cushioning, needed material that could absorb impact, could distribute pressure, could protect astronauts during these critical, dangerous moments. Scientists and engineers experimented, tested various materials, foams, gels, polymers, looking for something with specific properties. Must compress under pressure, must distribute load evenly, must return to original shape after compression, must be durable, must not degrade in extreme temperatures, must not emit harmful chemicals. The requirements were strict. The environment, demanding the stakes high. They developed polyurethane foam with specific additives, chemicals that changed how the polymer chains behaved, made them temperature sensitive, made them viscoelastic. This meant the foam responded to both pressure and heat, would soften with body heat, would mold to body shape, would compress slowly, rather than bouncing back immediately. This foam was revolutionary, was unlike anything before. They called it temper foam initially. Later, memory foam because it remembered the shape of pressure applied to it. Would show indentation for moments after pressure was removed. Then slowly, very slowly, would return to original shape. This slow recovery was key, was what made it special, was what gave it unique properties. NASA used memory foam in aircraft seats, in padding, in areas where cushioning was critical. It worked, it protected, it absorbed impacts, it saved lives probably, but it was expensive, very expensive. The manufacturing process was complex, the materials costly, the applications limited to aerospace and medical contexts where cost was secondary to performance. In the 1980s, the foam technology was released to public domain. Companies could manufacture and sell memory foam products without licensing from NASA. This opened possibilities, created opportunities. led to commercialization, led to memory foam entering consumer markets, led eventually to memory foam mattresses. The early memory foam products weren't mattresses, were pillows, cushions, mattress toppers, small products, testing market, building awareness, building brand. The foam was strange, felt weird, required adjustment period, required getting used to. Some people loved it immediately, others needed time, others never liked it. The response was mixed. But interest was strong. Sales grew. Swedish company Tempur-Pedic was early leader. They refined the foam, improved manufacturing, reduced costs, created full memory foam mattresses. Not foam over springs, just foam. Layers of different densities, creating support and comfort entirely from foam, no metal, no coils, no traditional construction, completely different, completely new, completely polarizing. The memory foam mattress felt unlike anything else. You'd lie down, the foam would slowly compress, slowly conform. You'd sink in, feel enveloped, feel held. Some people found this comforting, reassuring, like being hugged. Others found it unsettling, claustrophobic, like being stuck. The quicksand effect. Difficult to change position, difficult to get in and out of bed. The foam also retained heat. The density that created the pressure relief also prevented air circulation. Body heat accumulated. The mattress became warm, sometimes uncomfortably warm. Hot sleepers suffered. Night sweats were common. This was a significant problem. Limited adoption, limited appeal, needed solution. Let your body feel temperature. Feel if you're warm or cool. Feel the air against your skin. Modern mattresses address temperature better. Gel-infused foam, open-cell foam, ventilation channels, every innovation attempting to solve the heat problem, to make foam sleeping cooler, to make memory foam viable for more people. Manufacturers worked on improvements, added gel, tiny gel beads or gel swirls in the foam. Gel absorbs heat, conducts it away from body. This helped. Measurably improved temperature regulation. Gel-infused memory foam became standard, became expected, became baseline for quality memory foam mattresses. Open-cell foam structures were developed. Traditional memory foam is closed cell, tiny bubbles of gas trapped in polymer, dense, heat-retaining. Open-cell foam has connected pathways. Air can flow through, heat can dissipate. This made foam more breathable, more temperature-neutral, more comfortable for wider range of sleepers. Phase-change materials were introduced. PCMs absorb heat at certain temperatures, release it at others, creating thermal regulation, actively managing temperature rather than passively allowing it. These materials, originally developed for spacecraft, found application in mattresses, in foam layers, in covers, creating mattresses that adapt to in-body temperature, that cool when you're warm, that retain heat when you're cool. The foam itself is fascinating material. Polyurethane foam starts as liquid chemicals, two components, polyol and isocyanate. When mixed, they react, create heat, create gas. The gas forms bubbles. The chemicals polymerize, harden. The result is foam. Solid material full of tiny gas bubbles. The bubbles create softness, create compressibility, create the properties we experience as cushioning. The density of foam matters enormously, is measured in pounds per cubic foot. PCF. Low-density foam is 1.5 to 3 PCF. Soft, compressible, inexpensive, degrades quickly. High-density foam is 5 to 7 PCF. Firm, durable, expensive, lasts longer. Memory foam is typically 3 to 5 PCF, high enough for durability, low enough for comfort. The ILD rating measures firmness, indentation load, deflection. How many pounds of force required to compress foam 25% of its thickness? Low ILD means soft. High ILD means firm. Typical mattress foams range from 10 ILD for very soft to 50 plus ILD for very firm. The top comfort layer might be 12-15 ILD. Support layers might be 30-40 ILD. The variation creates the feel. creates the support profile, creates the sleeping experience. Manufacturing foam mattresses is cleaner than manufacturing spring mattresses. Quieter, less metallic smell, less machinery noise, but still complex, still requiring precision, still demanding quality control. The foams must be mixed correctly, must be poured accurately, must be cured properly. Every variable affects outcome, affects performance, affects lifespan. Foam is poured into molds, large rectangular molds. The liquid expands, fills the space, rises like bread dough, overflows slightly. This overflow is trimmed later, ensures mold is completely filled, ensures no voids, no weak points, no defects. The foam cures for hours, sometimes days. The chemical reaction completes, the foam hardens fully, stabilizes, becomes its final form. Rush this process and foam will be weak, will degrade quickly, will fail prematurely. Patience is necessary. Time is necessary, cannot be hurried, cannot be skipped. After curing, the foam blocks are removed from molds, trimmed, cut to precise dimensions. CNC cutting ensures accuracy, ensures consistency. Each piece is identical. This matters for assembly, for stacking, for creating final product that performs correctly. Different foam densities and firmnesses are stacked, layered, creating the mattress, support foam on bottom, transition foam in middle, comfort foam on top, memory foam where desired. Each layer glued or not depending on design. Some mattresses use no glue. Rely on weight and cover to keep layers in place. Others glue everything, creating single unit, single piece. More stable, but less repairable. The foam stack is covered. Zippered covers are common. Allow removal. Allow washing. Allow inspection. This is advantage of foam mattresses. You can see inside, can check condition, can clean cover. Cannot do this with traditional mattresses. The springs are forever hidden, forever inaccessible, forever mysterious. The completed foam mattress is lighter than spring mattress, much lighter. A queen memory foam mattress might weigh 70–90 pounds. A queen spring mattress might weigh 120–150 pounds. The springs add weight, add mass. Foam is mostly air, is light relative to volume. Foam mattresses changed industry, changed expectations, changed what was possible, created competition. Traditional manufacturers had to respond, had to innovate. Hybrid mattresses emerged, springs for support, foam for comfort. Best of both technologies, combined advantage, reduced disadvantages. The mattress industry transformed, from springs only to springs or foam to springs and foam, from traditional retail to bed in a box, from limited options to overwhelming choice, from manufacturers controlling market to consumers having power, all because of foam, all because of NASA research, all because someone thought to apply aerospace technology to sleeping surfaces, and you benefit. Whether you sleep on foam or springs or hybrid, you benefit from the innovation, from the competition, from the improved options, from the better mattresses, from the transformed industry, from everything that changed because foam became possible, became commercial, became normal. Let yourself sink into foam if that's what you're on, or appreciate springs if that's what supports you. Either way, appreciate the engineering, the science, the innovation, the accumulated knowledge, the solved problems, all beneath you, all working for you, all enabling your rest. The mattress factory is orchestrated complexity. Hundreds of workers, millions of dollars in equipment, precisely timed operations, material flowing from station to station, components becoming products, raw materials becoming comfortable sleeping surfaces. The factory runs constantly, shifts around the clock, millions of mattresses per year. The demand is enormous. The manufacturing is industrial scale. Quality control starts with receiving. Materials arrive, steel coils, foam blocks, fabric rolls. Every shipment is inspected, measured, tested. Reject defective materials before they enter production, before they cause problems, before they waste time and resources. Prevention is cheaper than correction. Inspection is cheaper than failure. The spring manufacturing area is loud, metal on metal, coiling machines running, wire feeding, coils forming. The sound is constant, Workers wear ear protection. The noise levels would damage hearing without protection. OSHA requirements, safety standards, enforced carefully, audited regularly. The formed coils accumulate, thousands of them, sorted by size, by specification, by intended use. Queen mattress springs different from king springs, firm different from plush, every variation requiring separate coils, separate inventory, separate tracking. The logistics are complex, the organization essential. Chaos would halt production, would create errors, would cost money. Spring assembly stations are where coils become units. Workers or robots position coils in frames. Connect them with helical wires. The helical wires are specific length, specific diameter, feed from coils, cut automatically, formed into links. The process is standardized, is repeatable, is efficient. Decades of refinement have optimized every motion, every tool, every technique. Border wires frame the spring unit, heavy gauge wire, formed into rectangles or rounded rectangles matching mattress shape. The border provides structure, prevents springs from spreading, maintains mattress shape under load. The border wire is critical component, must be precisely formed, must be securely attached. Failure creates sagging edges, creates premature wear, creates customer dissatisfaction. The completed spring unit moves to foam application. Conveyor systems transport it. No manual carrying. Too heavy, too awkward, too risky for injury. Automation reduces worker strain, increases efficiency, increases consistency. The spring unit arrives at foam station. Stops. Positioned precisely. Ready for next step. Adhesive is sprayed. Specific patterns. Specific coverage. Too much and foam won't breathe. Too little and foam will shift. The amount is calibrated, measured, controlled. Spray nozzles are cleaned regularly, maintained carefully. Consistency requires working equipment, requires attention to detail. Foam layers are placed. First, the base foam, protecting springs. Then, comfort layers. Each positioned carefully, aligned correctly. No gaps, no overlaps. Each layer pressed firmly onto adhesive, ensuring bond, ensuring stability. The foam stack builds, grows. Approaches final height. The quilted top panel arrives from upholstery area. This is separate operation, separate specialized team. The quilting is complex, requires skill. The fabric is fed through industrial sewing machines. Multiple needles working simultaneously. The pattern emerges. The stitching, precise. The tension even. The result is professional, is uniform, is exactly as designed. Fiber or thin foam is placed between fabric layers before quilting. Creates cushioning, creates texture. The quilting stitches hold these materials in place, create channels, create the surface feel. The pattern isn't random, is engineered, is designed to distribute pressure, to create comfort, to wear well. The quilted panel is sewn to foam layers, to spring unit, industrial sewing machines, heavy-duty needles, strong thread. The stitching must penetrate multiple layers, must create permanent bond, must be consistent. Gaps in stitching create weak points, create places where panel can separate, create defects, create returns. Quality control inspects stitching, checks every seam, ensures every stitch is correct. Side panels are attached. These have handles, sewn into seams. Handles make moving mattress manageable, make rotating possible, make positioning easier. The handles must be strong, must be securely attached. A handle tearing off creates injury risk, creates liability, creates problem. The attachment is reinforced, is tested, is verified. The bottom panel completes the mattress. Non-slip fabric. Prevents mattress from sliding on foundation. Ventilation holes allow air exchange, prevent moisture accumulation. The bottom is functional, isn't decorative, isn't visible, but serves important purposes. Cannot be neglected. Cannot be poorly made. The completed mattress is inspected again. Visual inspection, looking for defects, for stitching errors, for damaged fabric, for anything wrong. Compression testing, ensuring mattress meets firmness specifications, ensuring springs function correctly, ensuring foam responds appropriately. Every mattress is checked, every defect is caught. Defective. Mattresses are reworked or scrapped, never shipped, never sold. Quality is reputation. Reputation is business. Business is survival. Labels are attached. Law tags. The tags that say, "Do not remove under penalty of law." These tags list materials, manufacturing location, company information, required by law, consumer protection. You're allowed to remove them after purchase. The penalty applies to retailers, to removing tags before sale, to hiding information from consumers, but the myth persists. People leave tags on mattresses for years. Afraid of non-existent penalty, the tags become joke, become meme, become part of mattress culture. The finished mattress is wrapped. Plastic. Covering protects during shipping, during storage, during handling, keeps mattress clean, keeps it dry, prevents damage. The plastic is fitted. Heat shrunk, tight, professional. The mattress looks new, looks pristine. Looks ready for bedroom, ready for sleep, ready for years of use. Shipping depends on type. Traditional mattresses stay full size, are placed on trucks, delivered by teams, carried into homes, positioned in bedrooms. The delivery includes setup sometimes, includes removal of old mattress, includes disposal, full service, convenient, expensive but convenient. Compressed mattresses are rolled, compressed to fraction of size, fitted into boxes, sealed, labeled, stacked, shipped via standard carriers, UPS, FedEx. The box arrives at doorstep. Customer carries it in, opens box, cuts plastic. Mattress expands, simple, independent. Cheaper, but requires customer to handle mattress, to dispose of old mattress, to do the work. Let yourself appreciate the journey your mattress took. From materials to components to assembly to inspection to shipping to your home. Hundreds of people involved, dozens of steps, weeks of time. Also, you can sleep comfortably. Also, you have surface that supports you, that doesn't hurt you, that lets you rest, that enables restoration. The manufacturing is invisible to you, happens far away, happens before you see product, you experience only the result, only the finished mattress, only the comfort. The work is hidden, the effort is unseen. But it's real, it happened, it matters. Your comfort is result of their labor, their skill, their attention, their commitment to quality. The mattress industry is unusual. The profit margins are enormous. The markup is staggering. The retail tactics are aggressive. Understanding the business helps explain why mattresses cost what they cost. Why shopping for mattresses is uncomfortable. Experience. Why you might feel manipulated. Why you probably are being manipulated. A mattress that costs $500 to manufacture might retail for $3,000. 6 times markup. This isn't unusual, is standard, is industry norm. The manufacturer makes money. The retailer makes money. Everyone in the chain makes money, and the consumer pays substantially, pays for all that profit. Why such high markup? Partly because consumers accept it. Mattresses are expensive. Everyone knows this. Everyone expects it. The expectation allows pricing, allows profit. If consumers refuse to pay these prices, prices would drop. But most consumers don't know manufacturing costs, don't know typical margins, don't know they're being overcharged. They just pay. Grudgingly perhaps, but they pay. The showroom experience is designed to confuse. Every store has exclusive models, identical mattress sold under different names, in different stores. This prevents price comparison. You can't find the exact same model at multiple retailers, can't compare prices, can't determine fair value. Each store claims their version is unique, is special, is worth the price they're charging. But underneath, the mattresses are identical. Same manufacturer, same materials, same construction, just different labels, different names, different prices. This practice is deliberate, is industry-wide, is coordinated between manufacturers and retailers, maintains high prices, maintains profit margins, prevents competition from driving prices down. It works. Consumers buy, pay whatever stores charge, don't realize they're paying arbitrary prices for identical products. Salespeople are commissioned. Their income depends on sales, on selling expensive mattresses, on upselling, on maximizing revenue per customer. They're trained in sales tactics, in creating urgency, in overcoming objections, in closing deals, Some are ethical, some are pushy. Some will say anything to make sale. Buyer beware, trust nothing. Verify everything, or buy online. Avoid the showroom entirely. The comfort test is theater. Lying on mattress for 60 seconds in showroom tells you almost nothing. You're wearing street clothes. The lights are bright. You're self-conscious. You're being watched. This isn't how you sleep, isn't representative, isn't useful information. But it's what you have. It's how you're expected to make decision. Based on minutes in artificial environment, spending hundreds or thousands of dollars makes no sense. But it's the model. It's what industry has created. It's what consumers accept. Return policies exist, but aren't always honored easily. 90-day comfort guarantee sounds reassuring, but returning mattress is hassle, is embarrassing, involves coordinating pickup, involves restocking fees sometimes, involves effort. Most people don't return, just live with their choice, even if uncomfortable, even if regretted. The friction of returning exceeds threshold for action. The industry knows this, counts on this, designs policies that sound generous but aren't used often. Online mattress companies disrupted this model. Casper, Purple, Lisa, others, selling direct to consumer. No retail stores, no commissions, no exclusive models, lower prices. Simpler. Shopping, home trials, easy returns, the disruption was real. Was threatening to traditional industry. Was changing consumer expectations. Traditional retailers responded, created their own online brands, improved return policies, became more competitive. The industry is evolving, becoming more consumer-friendly, becoming more transparent, becoming more honest, slowly. But the change is real, is happening, is improving experience for consumers. The bed-in-a-box model changed logistics, changed expectations, changed what was possible. Compressed mattresses fit in standard shipping boxes. Ship via UPS or FedEx. Arrive at doorstep, no delivery appointment needed, no taking time off work, no coordinating schedules. Just a box appearing. Consumer convenience, consumer control. This was revolutionary, changed industry, changed how mattresses reach consumers. But compression has limits. Works well for foam mattresses. Works adequately for some hybrid mattresses. Doesn't work for traditional inner spring mattresses. The springs can't be compressed safely, can be damaged, can be permanently deformed. So traditional mattresses still require traditional delivery. Still require large trucks. Still require delivery teams. Still require appointments. The old model persists for these products. Persists because physics demands it. Because springs aren't foam. Because some things can't be compressed. Mattress prices are falling slowly. Competition is working. Consumer awareness is increasing. The internet allows price comparison, allows research, allows informed decisions. Manufacturers can no longer hide behind exclusive model names. Consumers find out, share information, rate products. The transparency is increasing, is forcing industry to improve, to compete on value, to justify prices, to earn business rather than manipulating customers. But mattresses are still expensive, still major purchase, still requiring significant budget, still causing financial stress for many. A good mattress costs $1,000 to $2,000. A premium mattress costs more, much more. This is month's rent for some people, is significant portion of income, is barrier to comfort, is forcing people to sleep on inadequate surfaces, on old mattresses, on mattresses that hurt them, because they can't afford better, can't justify expense, can't prioritize sleep when other needs press. This is unfortunate, is unjust in some way. Sleep is fundamental, is necessary for health, for well-being, for function. Everyone deserves good mattress, deserves comfortable sleep, deserves rest that restores rather than depletes. But economics determines access. Money determines comfort. Those who have sleep well, those who don't suffer. The inequality extends even to sleep, even to basic human need, even to rest. Let yourself recognize privilege if you have comfortable mattress, if you sleep well, if your surface supports you. Not everyone has this, not everyone can afford it. Not everyone prioritizes it. Not everyone knows it matters. You have it. You're lying on it. You're experiencing it. This is gift. This is privilege. This is something to appreciate, something to be grateful for, something not to take for granted. The mattress industry will continue evolving. New materials will emerge. New technologies will develop. Smart mattresses are already appearing. Mattresses with sensors that track sleep, that adjust firmness automatically, that heat or cool different zones, that report data to apps, that integrate with home automation. The technology is coming, is already here, is becoming affordable, is becoming normal. Whether this improves sleep is unclear. Whether data helps is questionable. Whether automation matters is debatable, but it's happening. The industry is innovating, is experimenting, is trying to create value, to justify premium prices, to differentiate products, to give consumers reasons to upgrade, to buy new, to spend more, and some innovations genuinely help. Some technologies genuinely improve sleep. Some features genuinely add value. Separating marketing from reality is challenge. Separating useful from gimmick is difficult. But consumers are learning, are becoming sophisticated, are demanding value, are rewarding quality, are punishing manipulation. The market is slowly working, slowly improving, slowly becoming more honest, more competitive, more beneficial to consumers. But tonight, none of this matters. Tonight, you have the mattress you have. It's supporting you now. It's adequate now. It's enabling your rest now. The business side doesn't affect your comfort, doesn't affect your sleep, doesn't affect this moment. Just rest, just sleep, just let everything except comfort fade. Let business and prices and industry and manipulation all become irrelevant. They don't matter now. Only rest matters now. Only sleep matters now. Only this moment matters now. Your mattress is significant investment, deserves care, deserves maintenance, deserves attention that extends its lifespan, that preserves its comfort, that protects your sleep quality. The care required isn't extensive, isn't difficult, but it matters, makes difference, adds years to mattress life. Rotating is traditional advice, flip or rotate every few months. This distributes wear, prevents body impressions from forming in one spot, prevents springs from compressing permanently, prevents foam from compressing permanently. The rotation is simple. Turn mattress 180 degrees. Head becomes foot, foot becomes head, or flip it entirely if it's two-sided. Top becomes bottom, bottom becomes top. Modern mattresses often can't be flipped, are designed one-sided, have specific top and bottom, specific layers in specific order. Flipping would put comfort layers on bottom, support layers on top, would ruin sleeping experience, would void warranty. So only rotation is possible. Not flipping, just turning, still beneficial, still worth doing. Still extending life, but many people don't rotate, forget, don't prioritize, don't think it matters. The mattress develops body impressions. The exact spot where they sleep becomes compressed, becomes permanently dented. The comfort degrades, the support diminishes, the mattress fails prematurely. All because rotation was skipped, was forgotten, was dismissed as unnecessary. The impressions aren't always defects. Some impression is normal, is expected. The materials conform to your body. This is what they're designed to do. An inch or two of impression is normal after years of use. More than 2 inches might indicate problem. Might be excessive compression, might be material failure, might justify warranty claim. Mattress protectors are wise investment. Waterproof covers, protecting mattress from spills, from sweat, from bodily fluids, from accidents. Mattresses are expensive, are difficult to clean once soiled. Protection prevents disaster, prevents permanent stains, prevents odors, prevents hygiene issues. The protector should be breathable. Not vinyl, not plastic sheeting. These don't breathe, create heat, create discomfort. Modern protectors use membrane technology, waterproof but breathable. Liquid can't pass through, water vapor can. This allows temperature regulation, allows comfort, provides protection without penalty. Washing the protector regularly maintains hygiene, every month or two, more if needed. The washing is simple: remove, launder, dry, replace. The mattress underneath stays clean, stays protected, stays in good condition. The protector takes the wear, takes the abuse, takes the soiling. Can be replaced cheaply if needed. Far cheaper than replacing mattress. Vacuuming the mattress occasionally removes dust, removes dead skin cells, removes dust mites. Mattresses accumulate these over time. The dead skin cells especially. Humans shed skin constantly. The cells fall, land on mattress, accumulate. Dust mites feed on these cells, multiply, create allergens, create respiratory issues for some people. Vacuuming reduces this, reduces allergen load, reduces problem. Dust mites are microscopic, invisible. Present in almost every home, in every mattress. They're harmless mostly. Don't bite, don't sting, don't transmit disease. But their feces contain proteins that cause allergic reactions in some people. Sneezing, congestion, asthma, skin irritation, the reaction varies. Some people are very sensitive, others notice nothing. Reducing dust mites improves air quality, improves sleep quality for sensitive individuals. Vacuuming helps. Washing bedding in hot water helps. In using mattress protector helps. Reducing humidity helps. Dust mites need moisture, need humidity above 50%. Lower humidity makes environment inhospitable, reduces population, reduces problem. Sunlight is natural disinfectant, if possible, occasionally. Airing mattress outside, in sunlight. UV light kills microorganisms, kills bacteria, kills fungi, kills dust mites, freshens mattress, removes odors. This isn't always practical. Not all climates allow it. Not all living situations accommodate it. But when possible, beneficial, worthwhile. Old-fashioned but effective. Stains should be addressed immediately. Blot, don't rub. Rubbing spreads stain. Pushes it deeper, makes removal harder. Blotting absorbs, removes liquid, contains damage. Use appropriate cleaner. Enzyme cleaner for protein stains. Blood, sweat, urine. Mild detergent for other stains. Never soak mattress. Never use too much water. Mattresses don't dry easily. Moisture creates mold, creates mildew, creates permanent damage. Let your body relax completely. Let care and maintenance drift from mind. You don't need to do anything now. Don't need to plan. Don't need to remember. Just rest. Just sleep. The mattress will survive until tomorrow. Will support you through the night. Will be here in morning. Everything can wait. Everything can rest, including you. Especially you, foundation or box spring matters. The mattress needs proper support. Needs flat, sturdy surface. Needs adequate support at all points. Insufficient support allows sagging, allows premature wear, allows discomfort. The foundation is as important as mattress, is part of sleep system, cannot be neglected, cannot be ignored. Platform beds provide solid support. Slat bases work if slats are close enough, 2 to 3 inches apart maximum. Further apart, and mattress sinks between slats. Creates pressure points, creates discomfort. Some mattress warranties specify foundation requirements, specify maximum slat spacing, specify necessary support. Violating these specifications voids warranty, makes manufacturer not responsible for problems. The mattress lifespan is debated. Manufacturers say 7 to 10 years. Consumer advocates say replace when uncomfortable. Sleep scientists say watch for quality changes. All perspectives have merit, all have truth. The answer is, it depends. High-quality mattress with proper care can last 15 years, maybe 20. Low-quality mattress might fail in 5. Poor care accelerates degradation regardless of quality. Heavy sleepers wear mattresses faster. Light. Sleepers extend lifespan. Every variable affects duration. Every situation is unique. No universal answer exists. Just guidelines, just considerations, just factors to evaluate. Signs you need new mattress are clear. Waking with pain that wasn't present when you went to bed. Visible sagging. Springs poking through. Foam crumbling. Noise when moving. Any of these indicate problem. Indicate mattress failing. Indicate replacement needed. Sleep quality trumps longevity. If mattress isn't serving you, replace it. Regardless of age, regardless of money spent, regardless of feeling wasteful. Sleep matters more. Health matters more. Quality of life matters more, but replacement is expensive, is major purchase, is stressful decision, is why people delay, is why people sleep on inadequate mattresses. Can't afford new one, can't justify expense, can't prioritize sleep over other financial pressures. The struggle is real, is common, is understandable. But sleep affects everything, affects health, affects mood, affects productivity, affects relationships, affects quality of life. Investing in good mattress is investing in yourself, in your well-being, in your future. This isn't luxury, is necessity. Is fundamental self-care, yet the pressure to buy, to upgrade, to replace on schedule can be marketing, can be manipulation, can be industry creating unnecessary urgency. Trust your body, trust your sleep quality. If sleeping well, mattress is adequate. If waking refreshed, mattress is working. Don't replace unnecessarily, don't be manipulated by timelines, but don't suffer unnecessarily either. Don't martyr yourself on failing mattress. Find balance, find wisdom, find what's true for you, for your body, for your sleep, for your life. Tonight, wherever you are on this spectrum, you're here now. On whatever mattress you have, it's supporting you now, it's adequate for tonight, for this rest, for this sleep. Tomorrow can worry about replacement. Tonight is for sleep. Just sleep. Nothing more, nothing less. Just rest, just peace, just letting go. The mattress is where you're most vulnerable, where you surrender consciousness, where you let go of control, where you trust that you'll be safe, that you'll wake, that the night will pass without harm. This vulnerability is profound, is trust, is fundamental to human survival. We wouldn't survive without sleep, couldn't function without rest. The mattress enables this necessity, facilitates this vulnerability, makes sleep possible. Think about what happens when you sleep. Your muscles relax, your awareness fades, your breathing slows, your heart rate decreases. You enter states where you can't respond quickly, can't defend yourself, can't even know if danger approaches. For 8 hours, you're helpless, defenseless. Completely dependent on environment being safe, on no one harming you, on nothing threatening you. Our ancestors slept in groups, safety in numbers, someone awake, someone watching, protection from predators, from enemies, from danger. The group provided security, allowed individuals to sleep deeply, to rest fully, to restore completely, knowing others were vigilant, trusting community, sleeping peacefully. Modern life is different. Most sleep alone, or with partner, in private bedrooms, behind locked doors. The security is structural, is legal, is social. We trust that intruders won't enter, that violence won't occur, that morning will arrive peacefully. This trust is remarkable, is taken for granted, is essential to sleep quality. Without trust, sleep is light, fitful, inadequate. The body remains vigilant, ready to wake, ready to respond, never fully resting, never fully restoring. The mattress is where this trust manifests, where you physically surrender, where you lie down, where you close eyes, where you let go. The quality of mattress affects this surrender. Comfortable mattress allows deep release, allows full relaxation, allows complete trust. Uncomfortable mattress maintains tension, maintains vigilance, maintains discomfort. The body never fully releases, never fully rests. The restoration is incomplete. The sleep inadequate. This is why mattresses matter beyond comfort, beyond pressure relief, beyond temperature regulation. They matter because they enable fundamental human need, enable vulnerability, enable trust, enable rest that restores rather than exhausts, enable survival, enable thriving, enable being human in full sense, complete sense, restored sense. Let yourself feel this vulnerability, this surrender, this trust. You're lying down, giving up, letting consciousness fade, trusting the night, trusting the mattress, trusting yourself to wake. This is profound, this is beautiful, this is what it means to rest. To truly rest, not just physically but existentially, completely, fully, without reservation. Sleep is small death, temporary death. You lose consciousness, lose awareness, lose time. Hours pass unnoticed, You disappear from your own experience and then return. Wake, resume consciousness, resume life. This daily death and resurrection is normal, is necessary, is how human life continues. The mattress is altar for this ritual, is site of nightly transformation, is sacred space in secular sense, important space, necessary space. Space deserving respect, deserving care, deserving consideration. Different cultures have different relationships with sleeping spaces. Japanese traditionally slept on futons, thin mattresses on floor, rolled up and stored during day. The floor was sleeping surface, was part of home, was versatile, served multiple purposes. This reflected Japanese aesthetics, space efficiency, simplicity, functionality. The same room could be bedroom at night, living room during day. The futon enabled this, facilitated this, made it possible. Western culture separated sleeping space, created dedicated bedrooms, permanent beds, immovable furniture. The bedroom had one purpose: sleep, maybe intimacy, but primarily sleep. The separation created privacy, created dedicated space, created room that was sanctuary, was retreat, was personal domain. The bed dominated this space, was largest furniture, was most important, was center around which bedroom organized. Modern tiny living challenges this separation. Challenges dedicated bedrooms, challenges large beds. Murphy beds fold into walls, sofa beds serve dual purpose. Sleeping spaces become living spaces, become working spaces. The lines blur, the separation dissolves. For some, this is liberation, flexibility, efficiency. For others, this is loss, loss of sanctuary, loss of separation, loss of dedicated rest, space. The response is individual, is personal, is about what you value, what you prioritize, what you need. But wherever you sleep, however you sleep, whatever surface supports you, the fundamental need remains. The vulnerability remains, the surrender remains, the necessity of rest remains. Unchanged by culture, unchanged by space constraints, unchanged by economics, unchanged by anything. Sleep is non-negotiable, is fundamental, is essential. The mattress, whatever form it takes, enables this, facilitates this, makes this possible. You spend 1/3 of life sleeping. Think about that. 1/3 not working, not entertaining yourself, not socializing, not eating, sleeping, unconscious, vulnerable, resting. The time isn't wasted, isn't lost, is necessary. Is when body repairs, when mind consolidates, when memories form, when restoration happens, when you become ready for tomorrow, for next day, for continuing, for persisting, for living. The mattress participates in this. Isn't just furniture, isn't just purchase, isn't just object. Is partner in your survival, in your well-being, in your thriving. Deserves recognition, deserves appreciation, deserves gratitude. This sounds sentimental, sounds excessive, but is true. In simple, profound sense. The mattress serves you, silently, constantly, faithfully, night after night, year after year. Asking nothing, receiving little acknowledgement, just doing its job, just supporting you, just enabling your rest. Let yourself feel gratitude for this surface, for this support, for this enabling of rest, for this partner in restoration. The gratitude doesn't need expression, doesn't need words, just feeling, just recognition, just moment of appreciation. For simple fact that you have comfortable place to sleep, that you're supported, that you can rest, that sleep is possible, that restoration will happen, that tomorrow will arrive and you'll be ready. Because tonight you rested. Tonight you slept. Tonight the mattress did its job. We've traveled far tonight, from ancient stone sleeping platforms to memory foam, from palm fronds to pocket springs, from bedbug infestations to hypoallergenic materials, from discomfort and suffering to engineered comfort and support. The journey spans millennia. Spans continents. Spans human experience, all converging beneath you, all present in the mattress, supporting you now. Every innovation was response to problem. Every improvement was solution to suffering. Every advancement was an attempt to answer simple question: how can we sleep better? How can we rest more comfortably? How can we wake more restored? The accumulated answers are beneath you, are under you, are holding you. The coil springs, the foam layers, the quilted cover, the fire retardants, the moisture barriers, the structural support. Every element serves purpose, solves problem, addresses need. The mattress isn't simple, isn't just padding, is complex system, is engineering achievement, is synthesis of materials, science, biomechanics, manufacturing technology, and centuries of accumulated knowledge about human sleep. You don't need to understand all this to benefit from it. Don't need to appreciate complexity to experience comfort. Don't need to know history to rest peacefully. The mattress works regardless, serves regardless, supports regardless. But knowing enriches experience. Knowing creates appreciation. Knowing transforms mattress from background object to recognized partner. From unnoticed furniture to acknowledged essential. From taken for granted to properly valued. You'll sleep many more nights on this mattress. Thousands, probably. Each night, it will support you. Each night, it will enable your rest. Each night, it will participate in your restoration. Silently, invisibly, faithfully, asking nothing, receiving little attention. Just doing its job. Just being mattress. Just fulfilling its purpose. And that's enough. That's everything. That's what mattresses are for. Not for admiration, not for attention, not for recognition, for use, for function, for enabling sleep, for supporting rest, for facilitating restoration. The best mattress is one you don't notice, don't think about, don't struggle with, just use. Just sleep on. Just trust to support you, night after night, year after year. Until eventually, it wears out, fails, needs replacement. And then, you get another. And the cycle continues. This is right, this is good, this is how it should be. The mattress serving in background, enabling foreground life, making waking life possible through supporting sleeping life. The relationship is symbiotic, is essential, is beautiful in its simplicity. You sleep, mattress supports, you wake, mattress waits. The cycle endless, the partnership continuous, the trust mutual. Tonight, this mattress is supporting you. Right now, this moment, you're experiencing it directly. Intimately, completely, your full weight resting on it. Your full trust given to it, your full vulnerability surrendered to it. And it's working. It's holding you. It's supporting you. It's enabling this rest, this peace, this approaching sleep. The surface beneath you is result of thousands of years of innovation, of problem solving, of human ingenuity applied to basic need. From sleeping on ground to sleeping on engineered surfaces, from suffering to comfort, from mere survival to quality rest, the progress is real, is meaningful, is gift to you, gift from past, gift from countless anonymous innovators, gift from workers in factories, gift from engineers in offices, gift from everyone who contributed to creating possibility of comfortable sleep. You receive this gift tonight, every night, free of obligation, free of debt beyond initial purchase, free to enjoy, free to benefit, free to rest peacefully. This is generosity, is abundance, is human achievement made available, made affordable, made normal. What was luxury for kings is yours. What was impossible for peasants is your baseline. What was unimaginable to ancestors is your reality. Let this sink in. Let appreciation deepen, let gratitude fill you. Not heavy gratitude, not obligated gratitude, just gentle recognition, just quiet appreciation, just awareness of how good this is, how fortunate this is, how right this is, to be lying here, on this mattress, in this comfort, preparing to sleep, preparing to rest, preparing to restore. The mattress will be here tomorrow, will be here next week, will be here for years, serving, supporting, enabling, asking nothing, receiving little, just being what it is, just doing what it does, just fulfilling its purpose, which is supporting yours, which is enabling your rest, which is making your life possible, by making your sleep comfortable, by making your restoration effective. by making your restoration complete. And now finally let yourself complete the rest. Let yourself surrender completely. Let consciousness fully fade. Let the day fully end. Let tomorrow fully wait. Let now be only now, only this, only rest, only peace, only sleep. The mattress is beneath you, solid, reliable, constant. You can trust it, can let go, can sleep, can rest deeply, can restore completely, can wake tomorrow, refreshed. Because tonight you slept well, tonight you rested deeply. Tonight the mattress did its job, and you did yours, which was simply to rest, simply to sleep, simply to be. Good night. Sleep deeply, sleep peacefully, sleep gratefully. On your mattress, your partner in rest, your supporter in sleep, your enabler of restoration, from ancient stone platforms to this moment, from suffering to comfort, from there to here, all leading to this, to you, to now. To sleep. Rest well, you deserve it, your mattress provides it. Sleep now, deeply, completely, fully. Beneath you, the mattress waits, ready, capable, faithful, supporting you now as it has before, as it will tomorrow, as it will for years. Silent partner, constant companion, essential element, sleep, just sleep. Let everything else fade, let only rest remain, only peace, only sleep. The mattress holds you. Sleep holds you, peace holds you. Rest, sleep, peace.